Our trusty 1963 Cessna 172 is now fully upgraded with new avionics and a beautiful new instrument panel. This is no ordinary story. We flew the airplane down from Alaska all the way to Oshkosh, Wisconsin, where it's gone through an extensive panel makeover. On the last flight, I flew by myself on the first leg of the journey.
Okay, here we go into the wild blue yonder.
Flying IFR as a single pilot to Minneapolis, where it's nice and sunny. Jump on board with us as we continue our epic cross-country flight north to Alaska. Okay, I'm in Minneapolis. I just flew here to pick up Daniel, and neighbor Daniel's here now. We're gonna go on to Bismarck. That's as far as we're gonna be able to get tonight without going into the nighttime, which we don't want to do because there's IFR around as well. And then we'll just see how the weather turns out tomorrow, but it's great to have neighbor Daniel back, and he gets to fly the new airplane for the first time, so that's also great. So let's jump in and head out. Daniel, literally my neighbor, made the adventurous flight down with me several months earlier. Long story short, he's the previous owner of the airplane. He and I have spent a lot of hours in 2-3 uniform getting his ratings, and he's doing the trip back with me. It's no longer his airplane, but it'll always hold a special place in his heart. This flight will be really cool. On the last flight, I was just so focused on flying instrument that I didn't get to narrate a whole lot. And now you'll get to see me put on my instructor hat and teach Daniel all about this new panel. And we may even get some IFR, so keep a lookout for that. Should be quite instructive on all the new Garmin Avionics and such. So let's get after it.
You do the honors?
He was on his truck. You should be
so on. Everything's good. Okay.
I'll help you out with dialing frequencies and
yeah, cool.
And getting all that.
Okay.
And of course, I'll teach you all this stuff.
Yep.
Flying Cloud Ground, Skyhawk 2423 uniform. We've got information, and we'd like to depart runway 28 left.
2423 uniform, Flying Cloud Ground. Did you guys pick up your IFR clearance yet?
No, we'll do that in the air.
23 uniform, runway 28 left. Give way to the beach jet on taxiway Alpha. Runway 28 left, taxiway Alpha, Charlie. Cross runway 28 right.
Give way to the beach jet on Alpha Charlie, cross 28 right to 28 left, 2423 uniform.
Ground Lakefront 30 at Thunderbird Aviation, ready to taxi Foxtrot.
Lakefront 30, Flying Cloud Ground, runway 28 left, taxi via Alpha, hold short runway 36.
28 left, Alpha hold short of 36, Lakefront 30.
Hold short here, right?
Hang on, yes. Alright.
Yep.
Okay. And if we're not at 50 or 70% of our speed that we need by Foxtrot, then we're going to abort.
Okay.
Okay. Flying Cloud Tower, Skyhawk 2423 uniform, holding short runway 28 left at Charlie, ready to go.
Tag 2423 uniform, Flying Cloud Tower, runway 28 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 28 left, 2423 uniform.
The wind is quite gusty and the weather is much warmer than when we flew down. Of course, that means density altitude. We're aware the high temperatures are going to be more of an issue on the way back. This takeoff, as a result, is tricky. We're heavy, it's warm, and we just aren't going to perform as well.
Runway 18, you have a turn westbound. We'll turn right after takeoff.
Got it?
Got your controls?
Fly suggested heading 270.
Controls.
270 for 36 Whiskey, thanks. Taking off now. Tower Lakefront 30, hold short of 28 left, ready for
Came up a little early, I guess.
Yeah, it popped us off.
Yeah.
Lakefront 30, Flying Cloud Tower, runway 28 left, line up and wait.
28 left, line up.
Alright, your controls.
Your controls?
And then just take your time, push it down, fly at 80.
Yep.
Maybe 85.
Now, even though Daniel is a commercial pilot, he flew through the night on an airline, is quite tired, and he's being thrown right into the mix here on a difficult takeoff. I've already been flying today, so my head is in the game. It shows humility that Daniel would hand over controls after being thrown into the deep end. He'll get back at it in no time.
It's still 2-3 uniform. It's just got fancy stuff in front of us now.
Cessna 2-3 uniform, turn right, then fly suggesting 300.
Turn right, 300, 2-3 uniform. This little knobby, tiny one does the heading.
325, turn right and fly suggested heading 360. Just trying to get you out of the way of some traffic departing.
And then it's just like the G1000, that little diamond is your course.
Okay.
Or track, your ground track rather. Kinda weird, huh?
Yeah, I know.
It's still 2-3 uniform, but it's not.
All right. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful.
Yep.
This is weird for both of us. We've spent a huge amount of time together behind the old panel, which looks like this. And now it looks like this.
What are you thinking for altitude?
I think I filed 4,000.
Okay.
I never got that.
2-3 uniform, contact Minneapolis departure 134.7. Good day.
34-7, 2-3 uniform, thanks. I love that this identifies. Mini departure, Skyhawk 2423 uniform with you off a flying cloud, climbing through 2000.
2423 uniform, enough departure, ident, maintain VFR.
Ident 2423 uniform. That's what that bonk was.
2423 uniform, radar contact 5 miles west of Flying Cloud Airport. Minneapolis altimeter 3013. What's the requested cruise altitude today?
2-3 uniform will take 4,000 as an initial, and we can open up our IFR whenever it's good for you.
2423 uniform, Roger. Clear to Minneapolis Class Bravo airspace, maintain a VFR 4000. I'll be planning here for you shortly.
2-3 uniform will climb the 4,000 VFR.
We did file an IFR flight plan, but because it's clear weather, I elected not to open the flight plan on the ground. Instead, it'll be easier to get out of the Minneapolis busy airspace into visual conditions and then request and open our IFR flight plan.
2423 uniform, clear to the Bismarck Airport via present position, direct climb, maintain 4000.
Present position, direct to the Bismarck Airport, climb maintain 4,000, 2423 uniform.
As you can tell, that clearance was also super short, so that makes things simple. Now we are on IFR and cleared direct Bismarck, North Dakota.
If you want to go direct somewhere, I'll help you with that in a second.
Yeah.
Now Daniel can learn the avionics little by little.
So go ahead and press where you want to go direct to, so Bismarck.
5254.
Then hit direct top right and activate direct bottom right. There we go.
Sweet.
And then ask if we want to load it from the panel, and I'll say yes.
Nice.
761 Papa Juliet, how is this
Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
These Garmin GI275s are amazing units packed full of information. It's like a mini G1000. So I'll help you guys as well understand what we're looking at while we're talking about it.
You know what I mean by that diamond right there, the
Right. So you're
magenta one. So that's our ground track. So we're going to be trending to the right of our course if we don't turn to the left a little bit.
Okay. Okay, I see what you mean. Do we want the white on the blue?
There you go. I mean, you can sync that up as a reference, but it's all about that ground track.
Yep.
5254 Delta, climb, maintain 3005.
Oh, we can set the altitude. You press this,
Okay.
and then roll your altitude in.
Oh, nice.
5242 Delta.
And then it'll beep if you're straying away from it too much.
Okay, cool.
We also made other upgrades, other than avionics of course. We did a lot of other things on the panel. So here, I showed Daniel the new Vernier Throttle from McFarlane.
Now, this throttle is a Vernier, so if this lock is in all the way,
Okay.
this will now roll out.
Oh, nice.
So go ahead and try that out. It's very slow, but you'll see it.
Yeah.
Somehow, I added a little bit of back pressure to it too as I was rolling it out, but
You spun out a 5 for 4.
or you can just pull it.
Alright, look at Charlie. Romeo Foxtrot next.
It's just nice for little fine adjustments.
Yeah. Cool. How do you want to fly this thing?
But now that we're level,
Yep.
You can go to this page, which is you can do the lean assist.
Okay.
You do that, then you roll it back,
Okay.
and it's going to find our peak.
Okay.
See those peaks right there?
Okay.
That should be good.
Going to Bismarck Municipal.
Yep.
Cool.
I even noticed the sun in Daniel's eyes and showed him something else new that would help. Visors from Rosen.
Falcon 777 Romeo 5.
You got these guys now?
Oh, nice. Look at that. Beautiful.
Turn left.
Can rotate this way, can rotate that way.
Wow.
And Falcon 7 Romeo 5.
Dang, that's awesome.
I don't know, my FMS like lost its position, so I don't
Fancy
know.
schmancy.
Yep.
Flying cloud, appreciate the help.
Roger. And 1 Charlie Charlie.
This is you maybe noticed this is your vertical speed here.
Okay.
Okay.
If you need to change your altimeter setting, you can press that.
Charlie,
Just touch screen it.
Yep. And you can change your airspeed that way too.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a couple different things too.
Sweet. So yeah, we got it there. There's our track. Sweet.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
65.
You think going right through this is going to be fine, huh?
Noka contact and Noka Tower.
Yeah, there's clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We're IFR, man.
Yep. I mean, yeah, all these are nothing real convective in these.
You should have seen what I went through today.
You getting just banged around?
Yeah, man, it was intense. I mean, it wasn't like thunderstorms, but...
Cessna 23 uniform contact Minneapolis Center 125.5.
25.5, good day, 23 inform.
As you leave one sector and go into another with ATC, they'll hand you off to a different controller. It's just a matter of switching frequencies and checking on with your altitude with the new person.
Minneapolis Center, Skyhawk 2423 uniform, checking on 4,100.
Number 2423 Uniform Minneapolis Center, Wilmer altimeter 3009.
3009, 23 uniform.
I go. Like that, right?
Nope, that's 301.
3019, thank you, 3009.
And then try that one, see if that'll work. So it's highlighted right now, so it should work.
Okay.
There you go. Cool.
That's my altitude here.
Yeah.
Mr. IFR guy.
Yeah, I was trying to get all used to it on the way over.
Now, being so busy working on this airplane, I missed my birthday back home just a few days back. So the family sent a little care package with neighbor Daniel.
Okay.
All right, we're in the air in 2-3 uniform and brought something special for Chris for his birthday. Direct from Homer.
That's awesome.
Number 2 Charlie Papa, contact me up approach 135.47.
3547, 422 Charlie Papa, see ya.
All right, here we go.
Happy birthday to Chris. Happy birthday to Chris. Happy birthday.
Some almond joys. Some toys. And cards. Hey Apollo, thank you for everything. And Rivy, thank you, buddies. Miss you guys.
Honestly, it feels really special to get something from my boys. They are just 4 and 2. And of course, I check in with them on big trips like this.
And it is warm. You can feel how warm at 84 degrees out there.
Ooh. Yikes, I hope wherever we have has air conditioning. At least to cut down the humidity.
Yep. Last I looked, the weather looks okay getting into Canada tomorrow.
Okay.
The ceilings come up a little bit.
Maybe not first thing in the morning though, huh? But
Maybe not. Yeah, we'll have to look. I mean, I'm okay going IFR as long as we're not dealing with icing or thunderstorms.
right.
But I don't want to deal with either one of those.
Yep.
So if we can
that's
avoid
true.
that, then I'm fine.
But it opens up a whole new thing. And boy, yeah, is it nice to have that option.
Yep. I mean, I would have been hosed today without it. There's no
Yeah.
I mean, you could have like gone really low and did a scud run if you wanted, but
Yeah, that would have been good. I'll slowly get it.
yeah.
We want to know if there will be IFR in Bismarck, so So we start to look into that on ForeFlight, including the approaches that would be available based on the winds and so on.
Alright, so the weather there was reported 7 minutes ago at broken 1400, overcast 1900 above the field, and the field elevation is 1600, so that's probably what we're seeing here. So probably won't even have to do an approach, but if we did, let's look at the let's look at the winds. 36011. So let's look at the sort of procedures they have.
I think they use runway 3 maybe?
Yeah, they could be using 3. But what are the runways? 3 is 6600. That could work.
Yeah. Those are for landing.
That's the best one. Or 331.
Yep. Either way.
Get an overview of the airport. It'd be a pain in the butt. It'd be better to do 3-1.
Yeah, I guess you're right, huh?
To get in the stuff. It's just, it's
yeah,
like so
point.
close.
Yep, yeah, that's a good point. I didn't take that into consideration.
So say that we do try the ILS. We might even just request it, to be honest, so you can see how it all works.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
What's this little targety thing there?
Just you wait. So actually,
right, yeah.
There is synthetic vision behind this, so when there's mountains, you'll actually see it behind the attitude indicator. You'll notice that when we land, that's called the flight path vector.
Okay.
And that's where you're going to be like in 30 seconds or something.
That's where the airport is, basically, right? Or no?
Kinda. Yeah, kinda. Yeah. Precisely. And then when you're coming down the runway.
2-3 uniform for traffic. Climb and maintain 6,000.
6,000, 2-3 uniform.
Back.
Enjoying this video? Here at Angle of Attack, we're a leader in online ground school. You'll get loads of videos that prepare you for the written test and beyond, and on any device. Just scan the QR code here on the screen, and it'll take you to angleofattack.com where you can learn more. Thanks for your support, and now back to the video.
Oh, so when you're landing, you start to see the runway, and like your little thing is on the runway where you're trending. It's pretty wild.
Got it.
Oh right, you need to set your altitude. Yeah, just be careful you're not. It's because you're rolling the altimeter setting.
Oh, whoop. Yeah, thank you. 3006.
There you go. Now touch the altitude. Now that's what the selector is going to use. Smallest knob toward you. There you go.
Okay. And 6,000 they said, right?
Might actually get some actual here. We'll see.
Maybe. Crazy flying instruments in tooth uniform. It's
I know.
Nuts. Who would have thought?
Like all legal and everything too.
Oh yeah.
Requesting your desired approach ahead of time can help with vectoring and sequencing, so we knew what approach we wanted, and then I asked.
Center Skyhawk 2423 uniform, we'd like to put the ILS runway 31 on request.
Number 2423 uniform, roger. I'll pass that request on to Bismarck approach.
Thank you. Alright, so let's start getting your head in the instruments here.
In the last video, I talked about getting your scan going on the instruments before entering IMC, or instrument meteorological conditions. Although Daniel is the pilot flying, he's unfamiliar with these instruments and how to do a scan with what we have. So I'll be a backup for him, which means I need to get my head in the game as well as we see this IMC coming up, so we got to get in it early.
Get your nose down just slightly more. Yep. I noticed that was perfect, like 6 degrees was level.
Yep.
And basically it's like hand flying.
Yep.
So just the more you relax, the better.
I'm now in CFII mode, meaning instrument instructor. I'm making sure he has a quality scan, quality control, and we're on track. Keep in mind, we haven't really had a good opportunity or a good platform yet to fly IFR in Alaska, and we can get pretty rusty there because of it.
And the way I was kind of working was almost in an oval. I'd go down the center, make sure I got everything centered up, and then come back around to my altitude.
Okay.
Just keep doing that. Mind you, I figured that out after like an hour and a half of doing what you're doing, so. Yeah, get that altitude down. He's going to call us out if we don't.
I think I'm a pretty patient instructor, some would say too patient. I see things I want fixed right away, like right now, but I also know this situation is perhaps stressful and overwhelming while Daniel flies in actual IMC, and again, kind of being thrown into the deep end. I had the benefit of having flown on this system quite a bit already, so I'm flying the airplane with my mind and helping Daniel understand what I would do to stay on track. It starts and ends with a quality scan.
Try to fix that heading when you get a chance.
Oh, thank you.
That's good. The real wings level. That little guy right there is your standard rate turn.
Okay.
That little airplane.
Okay.
And I would avoid looking at your iPad.
Yep.
Because you're going to just disorient yourself even more.
Okay.
And the more you can trim it and let go, the better.
Yep.
I know it's a little bumpy, but
Cool.
how cool that is.
Yeah, super cool popping out.
Helicopter 30 Del, contact.
Daniel's over here getting
126.3, good night.
proficient again in the airplane.
9030 Hotel, we'll see you.
And flying his first IFR in 2-3 uniform.
Woo!
Gosh, I love instrument, man. It's so cool. Too cool,
Very fun.
but also exhausting.
Yeah, I know. Man, kind of nice it's not completely solid.
Yeah, you can't do that all day. Like, I'm pretty tired. I think it's because I did a
Oh yeah.
good IFR earlier and I slept in and everything. So we're just about into Bismarck, and we'd like to shoot this ILS. And we noticed that the SkyWest flight here is being vectored into the ILS. Really cool to see that on ForeFlight.
Skyhawk 2423 uniform, contact Bismarck approach 126.3, good night.
26-3, good night, 2423 uniform.
JetBlue 197, contact Salt Lake Center 126.85.
Bismarck approach, Skyhawk 2423 uniform, 6000.
Yeah, 2423 uniform Bismarck approach, good afternoon, verify information, Papa.
We'll get Papa 23 uniform.
Jack 23 uniform, roger, wind 01010, altitude 3004, 1,300 scattered, ceiling 1,900 overcast. Expect vectors for the ILS 31.
We'll expect vectors 2423 uniform.
The controller did us a solid and read some of the weather details, while I also look at ForeFlight. And now we're told we should expect that ILS that we wanted.
Jack 23 uniform, flight heading 270, vector to the final approach course, descend at pilot discretion, maintain 4,000.
Descend, pilot's discretion 4000, turn left, heading 270, 2423 uniform.
Daniel is getting a handle on the workflow with these new GI275s, looking good.
You can put your little diamond right in that heading bug, like you did. So you turn this to 270, put your diamond in that heading bug.
Okay, and then 4,000 he said, right?
Right, but click the altitude, there you go.
Yep. There we go. And we can go ahead and begin our descent.
Yep, anytime you want. You don't have to do it yet. We can go here. There's a visual. Yeah, so it wants us to begin our descent in 11 minutes.
Okay.
Our approach is all dialed into ForeFlight. This will give us good situational awareness for the approach. The flight plan is also in the Garmin GNX375 GPS, which is actually what sends all of the information to our GI275 instruments. It's key to recognize that the iPad is for situational awareness only and should not be used for navigation. It's our approved and tuned instruments that are panel mounted that should be getting the majority of the attention while we're flying the needles.
I remember once you get into the ILS, like, you're not supposed to look at the iPad at all.
Right.
Like, yeah, you can glance at it for situational awareness, but it's the needles here that matter the most.
Yep.
I'm assuming you want to fly it.
Yeah, that works, yeah.
Okay.
As long as I can safely, yeah. There to back me up if I need anything.
Yeah,
No, I should be good.
like to make sure it's nice and stabilized, but it should work out good. So let's brief the approach plate then.
Okay.
So,
Of course, as we're getting closer to the airport, as we're going through the things we need to prepare for, we need to also brief the approach. Here we go over the details of the approach, make sure we understand all of the information, and commit some of the numbers to memory. It's also a chance for us to set up and verify anything in the panel that is needed for the approach, like minimum altitudes, course, frequencies, CDI type, and so on.
so we're going to have a final approach course of 311.
Okay.
Our DA is going to be 1845. We've already put that in there.
Okay.
And we're going to be going basically vector straight in, maintaining 3,500 feet initially, and then
I'm all over the map.
and then we'll capture the glide slope on the way down.
Okay. Wait, what do we initially?
He cleared us down to 4,000, which we'll
Right.
probably just fly that until we capture the glide slope.
Okay.
Yeah, stay right on that 270 because we're not on a vector right now.
We need to be able to intercept.
Right. I'm learning that they only know headings, not ground tracks. And so if we put our little bug in the
Right.
heading he gave us, then that's going to be exactly perfect.
Okay.
And see, look at that. It's like a perfect angle.
Yep.
And we're off our GPS track now. We may as well swap the CDI.
Just push that.
Yep. And then you're going to click course.
Okay.
And dial in 311 with the small knob.
The top, this one here. So that's 300. So 311.
Yep.
Let's see. 31. Where do you see it? Does it show up? Oh,
Bottom
31. There it is.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks.
Sky 2-3 uniform, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 3,500.
Pilot's discretion down to 3,500, 2-3 uniform. Good. You're getting the flow. And that was our final altitude before we reached the final approach fix. Or glide slope capture.
Sky 2-3 uniform, you're 10 miles from my count, turn right, heading 280, maintain 3,500 till established. On the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 31 approach.
Now sit back and watch the process take place as we go through all the steps. If you want to follow along, it might be a good idea to bring up the ILS 31 into Bismarck, which is Kilo Bravo India Sierra, on 4-flight.
Okay. So what's our next descent point?
I need to dial in the ILS. 110.3. There it is. What were you saying?
Oh, when's our next descent point or whatever?
So that's when we capture the glide slope, because right now,
right, yeah, then we'll just follow that down. Yep.
right, we're at our lowest altitude now.
Sky 2-3 uniform, contact tower, 118.3.
Tower, thanks. 2-3 uniform. Bismarck Tower, Skyhawk 2423 uniform established on the localizer runway 31.
Skyhawk 2423 uniform, Bismarck Tower, runway 31, clear to land, wind 010 at 10.
2-3 uniform, clear the land, runway 31.
We're just going to step down through the different parts of the ILS here while you follow along. It's taking a bit of coaching, but Daniel is doing great.
Looking good so far.
Okay, so my glide slope for starting to go down is where?
Yep, it's on
there
the
it
side
is. Okay.
here.
Yep.
On both of them.
Okay. Oh, right, I see it.
Turn right a little bit more.
Yep.
Yep, there you go. And we are going to make a power change.
Yep.
Before we get to the glide slope, like probably when the dot gets to the bottom, like the bottom top dot, does that make sense?
Okay.
Right there.
Okay.
Then we'll power back and stuff.
Okay.
You can keep this heading, we'll just intercept it a little bit.
Yep.
Doing good. Just relax as much as you can.
Okay.
Don't be your own worst enemy like me. It's tough too, because the winds are always shifting.
I know, yeah. They kind of...
Alright, so there's your glide slope.
Yep, it's coming in, so I'm going to do my power change.
Yep, about 2,100 RPM.
Okay.
Then keep your nose level. Okay, more. Okay, right about there.
Repeat.
And first notch of flaps.
Okay.
We're gonna fly about 80 on this approach.
Okay.
Alright, so there comes the glide slope. And now line up your diamond here because you're pretty much on track. Oh, there you go. Now, I see the runway, and you can cheat too.
Yeah.
Just see how this feels and what this looks like.
I won't cheat yet.
Okay. A little more power. Right there, right there. See how that works out. And that power can manage that glide slope too.
So.
Great. All right, now.
You want to be right on that middle line, right?
Yep. Yep. See your runway?
I haven't cheated yet. Oh, right there, yeah.
There. So there's your little grid. It's kind of stupid. That's not everything. You still need to fly the needles, but.
Right.
Nope, sorry. And you can come to the right more to line up on that localizer. Little low. Just slightly.
Oh, do I want to be on that second dot?
Just here. It needs to be right in the middle.
Right where that line is?
Yep.
Oh, I'm high. No, I'm low?
You're low, yep, because it's above you.
Oh, right.
And we can see what that that final looks like. What that minimum altitude looks like. Getting a little, just slightly slow, I think.
Oh,
I don't know.
36012.
Thanks.
Bad for being rusty, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you could be over to the right a little bit more, but...
I could, yeah. I'm struggling. It's really pushing me.
Yep.
But I can do it.
My videos aren't staged at all, by the way. What you're seeing here is a real instructor in a real-world scenario with a rusty student and a student figuring out these avionics for the first time, just kind of going at it. We're just here, we're doing it. It's authentic, it's real-world practice. It's not perfect, but it is very instructive. As we get closer to the airport, the localizer and glide slope become more sensitive, meaning it only takes the smallest of corrections to stay on track. Conversely, make too large of corrections and it's very easy to get off track as we get closer to the airport. In other words, from here, it's a lot of fine-tuning and precise small inputs. At minimums, if we see the runway, we announce landing and we proceed with a visual landing below minimums. Of course, as you can see here, it's very visual.
Almost.
Minimums.
Wow.
Isn't that nuts?
That's nuts.
Alright, landing.
Hey, landing.
Just do whatever you want to land.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push this in.
Thank you.
Skag 2-3 uniform safe park.
2-3 uniform, the Aero Center, or the Jet Center.
Skag 2-3 uniform, roger. Turn left Charlie 3. Taxi parking via Charlie, remain this frequency. Have a good night.
Charlie 3, Charlie, remain this frequency, 2-3 uniform. Very cool, gave you a workout.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun. Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
The tools packed into this thing now.
With such a long day, Bismarck is our final stop for the evening. We'll hangar the plane, check weather, top off with fuel, and come up with our next plan.
Well, we did it.
Yep.
Let's see, we've got 9 gallons remaining. At least that's what that says, okay?
Oh, that was just the right amount of time.
4 hours, man. 4 hour flight.
Long flight.
It was.
How's it going? Good. Ugh. A little stiff.
We're gonna stay the night, top off. I heard you had an unheated hangar.
Yes, we do, yep.
Sweet.
Is it that cool one?
Yeah, that one. Yep.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Of course, we're famished, we're hungry, and we found this weird place to eat called Space Aliens, which was right next to our hotel. Just couldn't pass up such a funny place to eat. Are there games and stuff?
What?
Oh, there are games and stuff. Funny. Make sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button to stick around. Of course, hitting that notification bell will make sure you don't miss a thing. Thanks so much for being here, for coming along. Fly safe, and until next time, throttle on.